Good morning to all of you. Today we are going to understand about the Prime Minister and its Ministerial Council. The Prime Minister is the real executive authority in the parliamentary system of government. There are two types in this. One is the presidential form of government and second one is the parliamentary system of government. In India we follow the parliamentary system, and there are also some countries where the presidential form is followed, and that is the United States of America. The Prime Minister is the head of the government. He is the leader of the party in the power. He is the crisis manager and chief spokesperson of the government. He is the ex officio chairman of the Planning Commission, National Development Council, National Integration Council, and State Council. Okay, here one thing is to be note that the Planning Commission is replaced by the Niti Aayog. Okay, just note it. And ex officio chairman. Ex officio means whoever may be the Prime Minister of India, he or she will be the head of this Planning Commission. That is, now it is Niti Aayog, the NDC, the NIC, and Interstate Council. The Prime Minister recommends the person to be appointed as the minister by the President. He allocates and reshuffles various portfolios among the ministers. He asks a minister to resign or advise the president to dismiss him in case of difference of opinions. He presides over the meetings of Council of Ministers. He is described as the primus inter pares. That means the first among the equals. Okay. He summons and decides the agenda for the cabinet meeting. He has the right to call for any file from any ministry. He is the principal channel of communication between the President and Council of Ministers. The Prime Minister is the leader of the lower house of the Parliament. Here, one thing is to be noted is that the Prime Minister is the leader of the lower house, not the Parliament, not the Rajya Sabha, but the lower house of the Parliament. So please note it. And here we go. He announced the government policies on the floor of the House. He advises the President with regard to the summoning and proroguing of the sessions of the Parliament. He can give answer in both the House of Parliament or can participate in debates. At the time, the Council of Ministers may also include a Deputy Prime Minister. Deputy Prime Minister in India till date are the Iron Man of India, Mr. Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel. Second one is Morarji Desai. Third one is Charan Singh. Fourth one is Mr. Jagjeevan Ram. Fifth one is Mr. Devki Lal, and sixth one is Mr. L.K. Advani, that is Lal Krishn Advani. Now we talk about the Council of Ministers. According to Article 74, there shall be a Council of Ministers with the PM as its head to aid and advise the President. And according to Article 75, the PM shall be appointed by the President and other ministers shall be appointed by the President on the advice of the PM, Prime Minister. The number of ministers in the council is fixed and their number should not exceed 15%. Okay, we got it, of the number of MPs in the lower house, and it is according to the 91st Amendment Act. The COM, that is the Council of Ministers, are collectively responsible to the Lok Sabha. Okay, this is also a tricky question. In the government exam, they can sometimes they can ask the Council of Ministers are responsible to Rajya Sabha, the Parliament, or the Lok Sabha. Then you can correct the correct option. You can take the correct option. Okay, the COM consists of three categories. That is the cabinet rank, the state minister, and the deputy minister. Okay, the cabinet ministers are the senior most minister and to head a department with portfolio. For example, Mr. Rajnath Singh, he is the home minister. Mr. Arun Jaitley, he is the finance minister. Mrs. Sushma Swaraj, she is the minister of external affairs. These all are the cabinet ministers. The word cabinet minister has been incorporated in the constitution through the 44th Amendment Act in the Article 352. Okay, the Minister of State cannot attend the cabinet meetings but can be invited to attend them. Okay, the Minister of State cannot attend the cabinet meetings until they are invited. The Deputy Minister cannot hold the independent charge and always assist the cabinet minister or state minister or both. Okay, The deputy minister never attend the cabinet meetings. The cabinet is the supreme policy making body. A minister can be a member of either house of the parliament. For example, Mrs. Smriti Irani and Mr. Arun Jaitley, they are also ministers, but they belongs to the Rajya Sabha. Okay, and if we talk about Mr. Rajnath Singh, he's the home minister and he is from the Lok Sabha. A person who not belong to any of the house can be appointed as minister, but he has to get elected to either house within a period of 6 months. Okay, this point is also to be noted. So that's it. So thank you friends, thank you for watching this video. Have a nice day.